It's Not Another Buffalo Podcast, hosted by three of the most underqualified sports personalities this side of the canal. With John.
There's no way in hell that I can leave that in, right?
You don't think so?
Well, to quote Rage Against the Machine, what better place than here? And, what better time than now?
And Brando.
We have this trust built on, whatever it is, like Bibles and gold bricks and whatever Brandon Bean's drinking over there.
All right, welcome back to Not Another Buffalo Podcast. I'm John. I'm here with my buddy Brando here on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are all doing well, enjoying your week. Hope you enjoy your day off if you have it. You can find us on all platforms at Not Buff Podcast. Been having a good time on there.
There goes my hero.
I like the little voice crack you got going on. It's very Dave Grohl-like.
I have totally lost my voice. Basketball is here. I teach a lot of classes in the gym. I have to be loud all the time, and it is gone.
Anyway, we're going to get a real quick episode in for you guys. We're going to fly through this one. It's going to be like 15-20 minutes, just enough to have a beer with while everyone else in your family is working on the turkey tomorrow. Yep. And you're just sitting around with nothing to do. So we got some game picks. I got a special John's top 10 for this week, Thanksgiving edition, and then we got some trivia with Brando, and then that's pretty much going to be it. And then we'll see you guys next week pretty much.
And like you said about your video about Josh Allen being our hero, right? Like, let's just all be thankful on this special day for this man in the NFL. The NFL should be thankful. Every other team in the world should be thankful. Every person, every kid, every adult, every animal, every plant, everybody be thankful.
Yeah, the top 10 list is just every single NFL team that's not the Chiefs being thankful for Josh Allen. So yeah, that's it. But anyway, let's roll into some game picks. I'll take over for you here since you got the voice element. Yes. Brandon was questionable in practice this week and is on a limited snap count. So we're going to get
I did not need a Toradol shot to perform today. So that's
always good. That's much appreciated, I'm sure, for your health future. First up, we're going to pick all the Thanksgiving Day games here since it is Thanksgiving week. And apologies if you're listening to this after Thanksgiving. You can go ahead and skip ahead about 2 or 3 minutes.
Unless you want to see us look really good or really bad, right? Because John had a perfect week last week. We did. A little recap last week. Pat was on fire still at 5-1. I went a perfect 6-0 for the first time. I don't know if I've ever gone 6-0 in spread picks. I think we did it when we used to pick just straight up money lines. Yeah. But Brandon had 3 in 3 weeks. So the overall record stands as follows. Pat and I are tied for first at 42-30. That's a really good record for picking against the spread. And Brando's hanging on to above 500 at 37-35, but still not behind the 8 ball. It's rolling towards me though, man. It's rolling.
Pull your best Indiana Jones impression here. Get away from that big rolling ball of stone. You get the whole thing. I didn't have to explain that. All right, first up, Chicago's going into Detroit. Detroit is 9.5 point favorites. Brando, any reason to not pick Detroit here?
No, but I think it's so funny. I heard the stat today. The Bills have won 3 Thanksgiving Day games since the Lions have last won on Thanksgiving, including a loss to the Bills.
Wow, that is an interesting stat. Yeah, I think they get it done this time. I think that the matchup is too good. I think Jared Goff is too good. I think we'll both take
Montgomery revenge game. And also, this is my day to be the Lions fan for the year without the Bills, unless the Bills are playing. But put my Matt Stafford jersey on, sit my butt down, watch the Lions destroy the Bears, hopefully. Yeah.
If you're looking for a pick to add to your parlay, I was doing this for the Elite Picks app earlier. I found a really good prop. Obviously, Jahmyr Gibbs, his rushing line is like 65.5 or something like that. But he's gone over 50 yards in all but one game this season. And David Montgomery has a shoulder injury that he's dealing with right now. Chicago also is like 29th in rushing yards per attempt against. So good matchup there. Add Jahmyr Gibbs 50 plus yards to your parlays.
And, if you want to be saucy with it, we both did this last week. The both running back touchdown anytime score.
Oh, yeah. That was like almost plus 200 last week. Yeah. It's almost a guarantee that both those guys like to score. Though.
And I still think Montgomery is going to play. Dan Campbell is a player's coach. He wants him to play against his old team. And he strikes me as if he gets 5 carries, they're all going to be goal line carries, right? He's going to give his guy a chance to score. So maybe it's Gibbs on the yards, Montgomery for the touchdown, however you want to play it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Next up on Thanksgiving, we have the Giants headed to Dallas to stare into the sun a little bit. Dallas is 3.5 point favorites. Who are you going with there?
I'm not going to watch this game. I don't think anybody should watch this game.
With the family, right?
Yeah. $28 tickets to get into Jerry World. Maybe an all-time low. Who knows? I'm still going to take the Cowboys. Tommy Cutlets got his name right. He's not cutting up anything. He's going to go home and have his sad turkey. So
right. Well, he can cut that up later when he gets home. So yeah, interesting one. Definitely Dallas rushing if you're looking for props to look at for that one. Dallas rushing is a good matchup against that New York Giants defense who have a good pass rush, and that's about the only thing that they have going for them right now. So next up, Miami at Green Bay. This is the night game. Brando, we were talking about locks of the year. I feel very strongly about this pick. Very strongly about Green Bay minus 3.5. These are two teams that are playing very well right now, but the stats about the Dolphins have won one game in our lifetimes in under 23 degree weather. Now, they haven't played a lot of games in under 23 degrees in our modern lifetime, but enough that it's statistically significant. Tua hasn't shown us yet that he can win a game in the cold. So much so that I had to bench him in fantasy this week, even though he's still like I'm starting Derek Carr over Tua this week because of the conditions there. So I'm going Green Bay. I know I see you have Green Bay written down as well, but you don't feel as strongly.
Yeah, I was really debating about this. The importance of Tua to his team. I mean, we could say this about all quarterbacks, but there's something crazy about Tua being in that offense. He's just kind of perfect for it. We're going to see that. But again, we're going to pull out these Miami stats. Tua has a losing record against teams over 500 when he plays them, and just a fantastic record against bad teams. My favorite one is this. He's like undefeated against the Jets and the Patriots, and has one win
against the Bills.
1-7 against the Bills. So I'm taking Green Bay. They're a second half team. They did it last year in Lambeau. Give me the Packers.
This is a Josh Jacobs game for sure, I feel like.
Yeah, it could be a Jordan Love game.
It could be. It could be either. Miami's defense has looked good, so we'll see if they're able to be as tough up there in the tundra. And then we have Black Friday, first Black Friday game ever. Chiefs are 12.5 point favorites. It's a big spread. How do you feel?
I would have felt better if Gardner Minshew was playing. Aiden O'Connell, maybe he pulls a rabbit out of a hat. One of these weird games that they can get to cover, because this is the game they lost last year, right?
Christmas Day.
And the Raiders have a blueprint to beat the Chiefs and all this crap. So, but 12.5, the Raiders aren't good, so that's where I got to take the Chiefs here.
I'm going to take Las Vegas to cover this spread. I think I'd take Vegas down to like 7.5 points on this one, actually, just because I expect this to be a close game. I mean, look at how the Chiefs played the Panthers last week, won by 3. They'll win this game. I would never take the Vegas money line on this, but 12.5 points. I think Kansas City can't really blow anybody out this year too much, and I know I've used that as my game picks evidence a lot, but I think they played earlier this year, and the Raiders had a chance to win this game. I think they still had Devontae Adams at that point. So obviously it's a different team then, but these Raiders, they hate the Chiefs as much as we do. And that little extra bit of motivation helps you grind through a football game. So if they can keep it close, I like taking the points there.
Did you see the face mask call against the Panthers? The D lineman that tackled Kareem Hunt has like a cast on, maybe like a brace. And he just wraps him up from behind, like his arm is in the mask. And they called him for 15 yards to extend it was to get to 26 points or whatever. Didn't get to the 20 points. So their last touchdown. And I'm like, come on.
Tell me something that surprises me. Yeah, it's predictable. The second to last game we got on here is Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is 3-point favorites. Crazy AFC North matchups this year have been happening. How do you feel about this one?
I'm hoping the Steelers can bury the Bengals here, end their playoff chances. I think they're at like 20% now. Maybe it goes up to 40% if they win, and it's like 4% if they lose. So it's a huge swing game for the AFC. Bury Joe Burrow, and we'll take care of Russell Wilson at Highmark Stadium in January.
I feel good about that. That's definitely what I'd be rooting for here. Again, AFC North, I don't know what's going to happen, so just give me the points if you're going to give me anything. I could easily see the Bengals pulling it together and doing a little bit of a blowout here, but yeah, I don't know. Pittsburgh's, again, one of those teams that never looks that great while you're watching them play, and then their record is just like outstanding. So
they look better this year.
They're definitely better. That they're not the full glass house that they were in years past, but certainly have looked a little bit better this year. And then we have Sunday Night Football, potential blustery lake effect snow happening. San Francisco's coming to town. Buffalo's favored by 7. How you feel?
Give me the Bills. Josh Allen prime time against maybe Brandon Allen. Brandon Allen. Who names the kid Brandon? Like, come on. Josh is the name in front of Allen, right? He's the guy that's going to have the statue. Brandon Allen will be like, hey, I can share his name. And that'll be it. And it's going to be super fun. I hope everybody has a great time. Cap off the holiday weekend. Good luck at work on Monday. Right. And everybody is going to be in the same boat, but they're all going to be in a happy boat because the Bills are going to win.
Yeah. Does Brock Purdy playing or not change your thoughts on this spread? Would you take the Bills either way?
I would take the Bills either way just because of how good Allen is on Sunday Night Football, but it would change how I feel about the game. And Christian McCaffrey struggles right now. He's like less than 4 yards per carry for the first time in his career. And Jordan Mason was like top 5 rusher when he was in the game. But Shanahan does not roll with 2 running backs generally in his career. I mean, even when Mason was in, he was getting 80% of the carries. So, but Ayuk, Kittle's having a good season. We'll see. If Trent Williams is another big one. Greg Rousseau could have a big game on the defensive side of things, especially if it's not Brock Purdy. So it's the ripple effect, right? Brock Purdy's going to help his O-lineman get the ball out on time. Brandon Allen's going to take a couple sacks.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Like, I'm going Bills -7. You know the rules of game picks. I have to pick the Bills no matter what. But yeah, I really like him in this matchup, regardless of whether Brock Purdy plays or not. I think either way, I'll take that. And I might go put some money on. Well, see, I don't bet Bill spreads. That's like a rule of mine. I'd like to.
It's scary. The Bills aren't great against the spread, but it's because they've been so good and the spreads have been so big.
Right. Yeah.
And they win by 7. The spread's 7.5. They win by 8. The spread's 9. Now, they're Vegas loves the Bills. So
yeah. One more thing I want to ask you: would you root for a snow game? So like aesthetics aside, would you rather play the 49ers in a snow game or neutral field kind of thing?
I don't think it would impact Allen's arm very much unless we're really getting that big wind. We drafted the guy for this. This is why we took him. Brandon Allen. The only thing that scares me is Christian McCaffrey. But if you have a banged up D line, I'll take the snow 10 out of 10 times.
Really? I'm undecided. Snow is an equalizer, right? A little bit of an equalizer. And if we were the underdog, I'd be all for equalizers. But when we're favored by 7, I don't like anything that's going to equalize that game or any kind of weird elements and stuff like that. But again, maybe that bodes in our favor because yes, we know that Josh Allen's arm is going to be stronger than Brandon Allen's arm or Brock Purdy's arm in that case. It's just a matter of whose run game is going to come through better. The Bills definitely have a little bit of a run liability, but it's all kind of on purpose because they're in nickel the entire time anyway. It's pass and don't worry about the run.
There's 2 parts about this, John. Like you said, the run liability factor. You could see a 3 linebacker set, including Matt Milano, Dorian Williams, and Terrell Bernard in a potential snow game. Does that make you feel any better?
That'd be pretty sick. I have no idea if Matt Milano is going to come back this week or not, but that would be pretty sick.
They will see is the words, right? Questionable. So, off the bye, we'll see. Maybe he gets 10 snaps, whatever. But in a snow game like that, give me that. And then also, we talk about the run offense. We have a very good run offense. And the reason I'm so confident, if Joe Brady has a brain and it's snowing like the Colts game, you put Josh Allen in the wishbone and you call QB power 20 times and Allen finishes with 150 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. James Cook adds it. We have the guy that can do it. And it's like, do you want to put him in at risk for this? How much is this game worth to you? I think it's worth it. We got a chance to get the 1 seed. So there's ways to do it. If I was coaching, I'd be like, Allen, take the sweep. Let's go.
Right. Yeah, that'd be fun. The injury risk makes that a little bit scary.
But the snow, it's an anti-inflammatory, man. Just lay down in the ice. It's fine. Yeah.
Also, before we get too far into this, I want to let you guys know that this episode is brought to you by Small City Realty. If you're looking to buy, sell, or manage property in Western New York, call our guy Zach Korzelius at 585-409-1088. That's 585-409-1088. I believe that house is still available in Batavia. Check out the show notes if you want to see the Zillow link, or we'll have it in this part of the YouTube video and you'll be able to see it. So yeah, 585-409-1088 or Zachary at Small City Real Estate. All right, let's do a little top 10 here. I haven't done the top 10 in a while. We've been doing more fill in the blanks because it's a little bit more collaborative, but Pat's out this week and I was just like, I'll throw this together real quick. So it's time to bring it back. So John's top 10 this week, top 10 things NFL players are thankful for. All right. Number 10, Tom Brady is thankful to be working the Fox game on Thanksgiving, so he's not at home by himself eating an avocado again this year.
Yeah.
Number 9, Travis Kelce is thankful that Taylor Swift doesn't pick her boyfriends based on current production in the NFL.
Yep.
Number 8, Calvin Ridley is thankful that he's never tempted to bet on his own team again these days.
It's because the Titans suck.
Right. Number 7, Aaron Rodgers is thankful for the miracle of modern medical science.
Something. He's thankful for something.
He sent that to me. I don't know if he's being snarky. Number 6, Roger Goodell is thankful for NHL player safety for making him look like a saint in comparison.
Yeah, they both suck.
Yeah. Number 5, Jameis Winston is just thankful for everything.
My man,
I think Jameis Winston would be the best and the worst person to say grace at Thanksgiving because it'd be great, but it also the food's cold, you're hungry, you're like, Jameis, I love you, but you got to wrap it up, buddy. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers again. Wow, he's popping up a lot. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers is thankful for anyone he can scapegoat for his own shortcomings.
Yep.
Running out of people there in New York at this point.
They're out. They're done. There's no more. There's no more people. Yeah.
Number 3, Keon Coleman is thankful for summer sales at Macy's. Number 2, Jerry Jones is grateful that the sun might blind him from watching his terrible football team on Thursday.
Yep. Do you wonder, does he bring sunglasses into the stadium with him? The owner suite, there's no way the owner suite's affected by it.
No. You can't take it too literally.
Yeah, but could you imagine after all the talk that he did and he just rolls in with shades on?
Right. All right. Sunlight for the peasants and sunglasses for the rich there. All right, number one. This comes to us from your buddy Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, it's Patrick Mahomes. I'm thankful for everyone around me who loves and supports me, especially NFL officiating and also my family, I guess.
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes, he's straight from him. Yeah.
You know, he's throwing him a bone. Hey, let me know if there's somebody about to tackle me. Yeah, so I'm like, you asked me this. I gotta tell that to everybody who's got the football. No, get out of here.
Right. Yeah. So that's John's top 10 for Thanksgiving.
Thankful for it. That's good. That's
you got some trivia?
Yes, I do. And we are gonna talk about everybody eating because it's Thanksgiving and the Buffalo Bills model of success this year. Everybody eats. I looked around at his stats, and we talk about Josh Allen coming into his prime 2020, right? Big blow up year, 4,500 yards passing, MVP votes, all that good stuff. Josh Allen. 13 people caught touchdown passes that year, but one of them was Josh Allen. So Josh Allen threw touchdowns to 12 individuals that year. In 2021, he completed touchdowns to 10. 2022 was 11. 2023 was 10. And in 2024 right now, he's at 11. So my trivia today, John, is 2020 is the highest mark in his career of players that caught touchdowns for him, for the Bills. Can you name the 12 players?
The 12 players that caught touchdowns in 2020?
From Josh Allen. Yep. Because everybody ate in 2020, but we want to be different. Now, but Josh Allen.
Okay, 2021 is the year that ended in 13 seconds, right? So we're going for the year before that. This would have been the AFC Championship year. Yeah. All right, so let's see. I'm trying to think of. Okay, so that's John Brown still on the team then, right?
John Brown caught 3 touchdowns. Yep.
Okay, John Brown, Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley caught 4.
Stephon Diggs. That's the first year of Stephon Diggs,
8.
Correct?
He won the receiving title that year.
We go. Dawson Knox is probably a rookie or a second-year player.
Knox has 3 touchdowns that year.
Let's see. Is Quentin Morris around then?
There are 2 more tight ends on this list.
Okay. Oh, geez. That makes it tough. I'm not getting back into Nick O'Leary days here.
Not yet.
Not yet.
There's also a fullback on the list.
Okay. All right. That helps. That would have been tough. What's that guy's name? He was on the team for years.
Big Sean McDermott guy.
Yeah. Just throwing a fade route to this guy. Oh my God. What's this guy's? Oh, I'm going to have to come back.
Come on. It's famous Texas game, man. This guy gets targeted in triple cup in playoffs in 2019.
Oh my God. Oh, I can't think of that guy's name. Give me initials.
RG.
People are screaming into their phones.
They are
right now.
screaming into them. Yeah.
You got to give me that one. I'm not going to.
Reggie Gilliam.
Oh, Reggie Gilliam. No. I'm thinking of an older fullback.
Oh, he's the fullback with the touchdown that year. Reggie Gilliam.
Okay. Reggie Gilliam. Okay. Yeah. I forget that he's been around for that long. That's not who I was trying
He's
to
the one
think
that
of.
got targeted in the Houston game down the field.
Are you sure?
I thought maybe that's Patrick DeMarco. He's the
Patrick
other one.
DeMarco is who I was thinking of.
Well, I gave you a terrible tip then.
All right.
This
See, you led me down the wrong path. All right.
You get a pass.
All right. Are you counting Reggie Gilliam as a tight end here?
Or are you counting him as a
list? Okay. Well, he plays both now. So 2 other tight ends caught passes. 2020. Who else was on? Is Charles Clay still on the team at that point?
No, he's not.
I didn't think so.
There are 2 other running backs on this list.
Okay, running back. Let's go. Devin Singletary.
No
Right.
touchdown receptions that year.
All right. Well, that makes it tougher. Who was that? Zach Moss got 1 touchdown. Zach Moss. Okay.
The guy, he had 1 catch for 22 yards and a touchdown.
What position?
Running back.
Running back. 1 catch all season.
That's what it says on here.
And it was a touchdown.
Oh my God. 22 yards. Name is an initial name. So it's 2 letters. He played for Jacksonville before he came here. They advertised him as a pass catching back.
I mean, it's okay. So it's not Frank Gore. Shoot, that's 2020.
Name rhymes with Sheldon.
Oh, TJ Yeldon. All right. That would have taken a while for me to get.
Yeah, that's okay. One of your favorite throws of all time was to this receiver who that's his only catch of the season as well. 22 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, so it's not Robert Foster.
Game regularly. It was the
division clincher. Okay. All right. Touchdown Jesus. So that was that long ago? Wow. Sorry, now I'm blanking on the guy's name. It's Touchdown Jesus.
You got it. Jake Kumro. I'll take touchdown
I knew it was a K.
Answer. I'll accept that. Yeah. All right. You still got 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers.
2 tight ends and
You're
2
missing
wide
an obvious wide receiver.
All right. Isaiah McKenzie.
Yep. He had 5. You're missing another obvious wide receiver.
Gabe Davis.
Correct. He had 7.
Okay. Tight ends. It's not Quentin Morris, right?
No.
Okay. I was going to say he hasn't been around for that long.
This guy, I think he's retired.
Lee Smith.
Lee Smith. Yes.
Okay.
And then the other guy, let me see if he still plays. I think he still plays. The other guy currently plays for the Miami Dolphins. Let me read you his career teams here. Where are you, buddy? I don't find any. I don't want the teams. Okay. Bengals, Bills, Jets, Niners, Dolphins.
Jets. Okay. Maybe I was confusing them with Jets. I know who this is. Give me initials.
TK.
Tyler Croft.
Tyler Croft. Good job. I think that's all of them. You did it.
That was painful.
Reggie Gilliam, Zach Moss, Josh Allen again, TJ Yeldon, Jake Kummerow, Lee Smith, Dawson Knox, Tyler Croft, John Brown, Colby, Isaiah McKenzie, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs.
All right. Well, we did it. It was painful, but we did it.
Is Allen going to top 12 this year?
Who has he thrown to so far?
Good. All of them. I don't know. Everybody. Let's see. I'll pull it up.
Quentin Morris has a touchdown. If we're going to, we're not all the offensive linemen have a touchdown. So there's that.
There wasn't any on that season either. The next season was the one.
Right.
Okay. So who does not have a touchdown that has a reception in a game? Okay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who's no longer with us.
Right. He's on the Saints. He's on the Saints. He's still alive.
Zach Davidson.
Wait, you said that he's no longer with us.
Zach Davidson, the backup tight end, has one catch for 5 yards, no touchdowns. But then everybody else here that's active has touchdowns.
Wow. I was going to say, yeah, all the backs do.
I mean, I don't have Ty Johnson on here. Oh, yeah, I do. He's got 2.
Yeah, Ty Johnson. Ray Davis has caught one. Or has... No, I don't know if
Ray Davis has 1 touchdown receiving this year.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway. Well, we got to get out of here and wrap this up really quick. Yep. So thanks for... trivia. Sorry it took me so long to do it.
Sorry, it was hard, man. It was hard. Yeah, I wasn't using it because I'm like, but now we're close. We're at all right.
Everyone stopped listening 5 minutes ago anyway. It's all good. No one's still listening. You can find us, if you are still listening, you can find us on all platforms at Not Buff Podcast. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for living. Thanks for living. Thanks for listening. Also, thanks for living. But we'll check in with you guys next week. And as always, go Bills.
Hey, have fun at the stadium. Say hi if you see me. Go Bills.